You have spoken in the past about, this didn't have a name on it. It says, you have spoken in the past about you and your father disagreeing. I am looking to join the military because I believe I need to protect this country, but I know my father would like me to stay with my current financially safe job. He would not stop me from joining, but I'm worried about making him unhappy. I always felt your parents know what is best, but cannot help myself and feel this is the huge turning point I need in my life. What are some ways I can help my parents understand? Okay, first, your parents don't know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. Even if your parents are right, you have to live the life that's inside you to live. Even if you're making a terrible mistake, it's one thing to listen to your parents' advice. You should listen to your parents' advice. But in the end, you have got to do what is in your heart to do. And this sounds like you really mean it. It sounds like it is something that is incredibly important to you. Your father is just going to have to understand. You're right. It may hurt his feelings. You just got to sit down and explain it to him as kindly as you can. Tell him it is not about him. It is not about his advice. It's not about rejecting him. It is about what you know in your heart you have to do. You cannot abandon your own life. You know, your parents created you to have a life. You're like, what's the old saying? You're like an arrow that they shot from a bow. Ultimately, you got to go on your own flight and do what you know is right. And if they care about you, ultimately they will understand. You're right. They may be hurt, but that's part of the price of living your own life. Part of the price of living your own life is sometimes hurting people who love you, but maybe want too much control over you, or who love you, but see your life in a different way. You're not your father's partner. You are your partner's partner if you have a wife, or, if not, when you do, you are on your own and you got to make that decision. Sounds like you're serious.